say, here's a glass of water. This was from the bath taken 3 weeks ago by somebody or other, and it represents all the thoughts he had in the bath. But of course it doesn't represent anything of the kind. It's a glass of water. And this is where this whole kind of thing tended to fall down.
Now, yeah, you've also talked a lot about how governments got in handing out art prizes, and governments, particularly socialist governments, started controlling the art world.
Well, it wasn't really so much governments. It was with government approval. But if you go back into my experience, my major experience, which is in Britain, you know, the arts councils all started out as very good ideas. In the war, they organised concerts in factories, hundreds and hundreds of concerts, and I'm sure it put a lot of hope and optimism into people in the darkest days of the war. After the war, things started that sort of leftist slide into state control.
Well, when you first came to Australia, the ABC banned you, basically. They said, we're not having you around. Tell us why that was.
Well,
even though you're one of the best art critics in the world, the ABC did not want to know. Why would that be?
Well, because I contradict what I would regard as their agenda. And you know, it's just very disappointing. I'd been in the country about a month, and somebody, a major interviewer for the ABC, said, are there any new people in town, you know, I could have on my show? And he mentioned my name, at which the person, I don't want to identify who it was, but it was a she, said, I can't possibly have people like that on my show.
And this was because you'd criticised Australian art, and you'd said Australian art ain't actually all that great, despite the ABC and the Whitlam government and all that telling us how great it was.
Australian art could be so much better in more or less all the art forms than it is, but it's become politicised so that, you know, an award will be given, does this person tick all the boxes? Yes. Miles Franklin,